Welcome everyone, take a seat, relax, stay a while and enjoy the CruiseAway show now. Give us half an hour and we'll give you the world. I'm Derek Marks.
And I'm Jo Grimwood. Great to have you with us. For those of you who haven't seen us before, we're here every day to bring you exciting cruise holiday adventures that go far beyond the cruise. We add exciting stays and still deliver the best dollar for dollar value in Oz.
And in this show, we open up the secret of the Repositioning cruise, that magic journey where cruise ships change seasons and change locations. They are golden nuggets if you like extra nights of cruising, and we are going on big adventures with both Royal Caribbean and Norwegian Cruise Line this time. Let's get going with our first Bali to Brisbane special in November with Royal Caribbean, and you'll fly from Sydney first over to Denpasar on Bali. Here you'll enjoy 5 dream nights in a resort hotel to relax, unwind, explore and just enjoy. Your second home, Jo.
Oh my goodness, I could live there, obviously. And if you've visited Bali and you feel the same, then 5 nights will definitely fly by. Whether you're experiencing the temples, and there are some stunning temples in Bali, and some of them right by the ocean, they are so atmospheric, or you're just lounging on the beach, doing a spot of shopping in some of the great markets, or maybe you're going to head on out to the Gili Isles. Of course, the Gili Isles offer you a lot of natural beauty. You'll love Bali, you will love it, and you'll want to come back time and time again. Then we're going to fly you to Singapore for a 2-night hotel stay. I love the contrast of, energy between Bali and Singapore. Singapore's a little bit more hustle bustle, but at the same time, it is also take it at your own pace. Now, one of the fun things to do whilst you're here is head on up to the famous Singapore Zoo, where you can do breakfast at Singapore Zoo, like breakfast safari or evening safari, so after hours. And after hours you can see the incredible lights there of Gardens by the Bay as well. They are iconic. Also the light up fountains. Then we've got 12 nights on board the Voyager of the Seas, which is wonderful. Lovely amount of time. I love the 10 to 12 night cruise, because you feel like after a week's not quite enough, so it gives you those extra few days to explore and enjoy everything that Royal Caribbean is known for. This is a great little getaway with the family. If you've got kids you're traveling with, the kiddos, the grandkids, they'll find things to do. You don't have to always be doing the same thing when you're cruising as a family, a unit, a reunion, whatever it is, because there's things like ice skating, there's parades, there's the kids club, there's dancing lessons, there's quiz, there's bingo. So there's something for everybody's taste. And the thing is, with your other half, or if you are traveling with a large group, everybody does have different tastes in what they like to enjoy. Then you can all come together for lunch, for dinner, and still feel like you're experiencing a trip with your loved ones. That's the great thing about cruising. And there's a mini golf course. Who does not love mini golf? You don't see it on many ships. This is the Grand Atrium. It's got that, that's the dining room, but the atrium also is quite a lovely central point, sort of centrifugal style, opening up the cruise ship. Lots of beautiful windows on Royal Caribbean. You find it's quite an open, these particular classes of ship also have lots of sort of lovely glass sculpture and staircases around the ship, so it feels very open, indoor outdoor feel. So we're cruising out of Singapore, and the first port we're heading into is we are back into Bali for another day. Now you might want to do one of the ship's guided excursions whilst you're in Bali again, maybe down to the silversmithing workshop, so you can learn about how the iconic jewellery is made and pick some up. Then we're up into Darwin, and Darwin does offer you, really the lion's share of natural beauty in the territories, but take it at your own pace as well, because you can just do an easy breezy walking tour of the downtown area. Then we're on into Cairns with, a huge array of different reef excursions on offer. That might be a private reef tour, that might be helicoptering over the reef, or it might be that you're going to do Daintree Rainforest and Reef in a day. Talking of the reef, the preeminent spot to visit is going to be Airlie Beach, and wow, it is stunning. And of course it's the gateway to the Whitsundays as well, so you've kind of got the best of both worlds here, and you can learn about the incredible natural beauty in the Barrier Reef. Then we're cruising into Brisbane. You're just going to stroll off the ship. I love that we finish off in Oz, and you don't have to fly anywhere when you get, well, you'd be driving, or you might be flying. If you do need a national flight, speak to our team, but it's so easy to land back close to home, isn't it?
You are not going to believe what a budget busting trip this is over 19 nights. I mean, it's just incredible. It has something for everyone, as Joe mentioned. And take a look at this. Take a look at an amazing price tag here of just under $4,000 per person. And there is so much wrapped up into less than 4,000 bucks each. Your flight from Sydney over to Bali, 5 nights in a resort hotel there, and then your flight from Bali over to Singapore, 2 nights in a hotel there included, and then it's 12 nights of cruising. Yeah, 12 nights of cruising with Royal Caribbean on Voyager of the Seas, cruising to Benoit, to Darwin, Cairns and Airlie, and ending in Brisbane. Think of all the family fun and the big adventures that you can have on board, and grab this deal really, really quickly. There aren't many like this around. Here's everything that is included, and your opportunities to upgrade if you want to as well, because this is an amazing getaway. It's just brilliant, and it is for cruisers of all ages, as Joe says. If you've all got different interests, fine, no problem. You can have the kids and the young ones doing all the whizzy bang things, and if you're a bit more of a lounger and a sun worshipper, then there are pools and the decks, and there's activities, and then there's great shows every evening. There's restaurants galore on board, from grab and go to the full 9 yards. It's absolutely just brilliant. A wonderful time to grab a deal like this, and all you need to do is call us today, toll free, 1300 412 358, 1300 412 358. And if you think about it, cruising as a family group, it just makes a lot of sense. But you know what I want you to do is, if you're thinking about this for a family group and you've got 1 or 2 in your family that haven't yet cruised, I want you to show them this little video here.
When you choose to cruise, you'll experience one of the best value holidays with so much included as standard. Your floating resort will take you to multiple destinations in one trip, where you'll wake up to a new view every day and only have to unpack once. Your ensuite accommodation will have everything you need to feel right at home, with a daily service provided by your personal cabin steward. Around the ship, you'll have the opportunity to take part in various activities, which can include quizzes, dance classes, game shows, movie screenings, lectures, and much more. If that sounds too much, then feel free to relax, unwind, and watch the world go by in a solarium or around one of the pools, or even in a hot tub. If you're cruising with a family, then the little ones will be well taken care of, with a range of kids clubs available for all ages from morning till late. Plus, no matter the age, everyone can have a thrilling time with rock climbing walls, zip lines, water parks, skating, simulators, and even bumper cars. When it comes to food, you'll never go hungry on a cruise, with options available right around the clock. Enjoy fine dining with waiter service in one of the main restaurants, or opt for something more casual in the self-service buffet. There's also snacks and room service available too. And as the sun goes down, that's when the ship really comes to life. Every evening, you'll be spoilt for choice when it comes to entertainment, from Broadway-style shows in the lavish theatre to live music, comedy, karaoke, silent discos, as well as onboard nightclubs, allowing you to dance the night away. So, if you want more holiday for less dollar, make sure you choose to cruise.
Yeah, so if you've got somebody in your life who hasn't yet cruised, if you can show them what that video showed you, honestly, it's well worth seeing. Don't forget, all of our shows are on YouTube as well, so just go onto YouTube and search for CruiseAway Australia, and you'll find all the shows that are on air right now, which is brilliant, and they all give you fantastic ideas. They really, really do.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Well, it's time to head on board a firm favourite around the world now from Royal Caribbean, and that's the Anthem of the Seas, with skydiving, flow riding, roller skating, bionic barring, North Star viewing and more. And we say aloha to Anthem on the 18-night trip, starting on the 1st of October, flying first to Vancouver in Canada and staying here for 3 nights in a city hotel.
Wow.
Now, Vancouver is often called Sydney of North America, Vancouver, you might notice some similarities, but it's also got its own unique flair and a personality. And I think most referenced the similarities because it has an indoor-outdoor vibe, and the harbour is, you know, the focal point of the city, but there's also some great shopping. You've got lovely things to visit, such as Stanley Park is unbelievable. Stanley Park, you can cycle, you can walk around, you can do a Segway tour around it. You can even get up into the mountains. As you see right there, it's snow season. You can snowboard. Victoria Island, you head on over to, they call it Vancouver Island, also is a wonderful place to visit. And then it's time to board the Anthem of the Seas for 9 nights. And again, a nice little extra, other than just a regular week cruise, to enjoy so much on board the Anthem, as we just touched on. I mean, as Derek would say, the whizzy bang pop things to do.
They're all on.
They're all on.
They're all there.
They are all on there, and they're all very whizzy and very bangy. So you could be literally in the Dodgem cars, or you could be climbing the rock climbing wall. Perhaps it's the first time you've ever done something like that. And I always say, because a cruise is such a warm and inviting environment to try new things, you might try things at the age of 80 that you've never done and never had the inclination, or maybe never had the guts to do before. But guess what? You can on a ship, because so many people are trying it. Roller skating, for example, the flow rider.
Relive your teenage years and go for a roller disco. Why not? It's nice and safe these years because they give you the helmets to wear as well.
Nothing to worry about.
Which is great.
The North Star has actually got heights as high as the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and it actually traverses the ship, so you'll be out there over the ocean. It's very fun because you get incredible views. And this is the iFly experience, where you're literally indoor skydiving. I mean, on a ship. I know it's bonkers, but it's fun. That's the thing about modern cruising. And this, we're just giving you one facet here of what's on offer in Royal Caribbean, because there's all the traditional cruising activities you can imagine, from shuffleboard and ping pong through to pickleball, the newest craze sensation in the States. Apparently it's very addictive. So you could try that, and you could do an intro lesson when you're on board, for example. Through to everything else, from special different arts and crafts classes through to also classes in the computer lab.
Just amazing.
It's fantastic. And
do you know
food,
what? This ship is 10 years old, but it was so ahead of its time that it's still so current now. It really is. It's got everything you want, plenty of activity, plenty of entertainment, lots of different venues, lots of different activities and things to do. You are just going to have a ball. I mean, 9 nights, you'll get back and say, right, okay, we need to book another cruise on this ship because it's so good. Reminder, we're cruising out of Vancouver, and we have got a 9-night cruise to look forward to, which is wonderful. And first of all, down the coast of the USA, down to Seattle.
Yes, on this repositioning cruise. So we have an overnight on board in Seattle. It is famous for all of the tech entrepreneurs, the Pike Place Market, and the very first Starbucks. You've got to head down there. Head on up to the Space Needle. It has 360-degree views over the city as it rotates. I'd highly recommend doing that. Amazing city. Then it's Willy Willy. We're into gorgeous Hawaii, Kauai, excuse me, which has a stunning and very rugged coast. It's volcanic, it's lush, it's green, and it's gorgeous. And oh my goodness, natural beauty unlike anything else. Then it's time to disembark. But don't worry, you're not going anywhere just yet. We're going to disembark, and then you're going to have 5 nights to enjoy incredible Hawaii on Oahu. Honolulu, the capital, sits on Waikiki Beach, and it has so much to offer. Get in the little trolley car. It's a fun way of exploring the downtown. You might want to do a sunset catamaran cruise over the harbour. See Pearl Harbor, of course, which is iconic, and indeed the USS Arizona Memorial. Then you've got the lush beauty of Hanauma Bay, which is a natural marine park with some of the most beautiful tropical fish you've ever seen. And you might even want to do a helicopter tour over the island. It might be a once-in-a-lifetime experience for you. We're going to fly you back to Australia. Not too long a flight, which is great from Hawaii compared to other parts of the world. And then you're back in home turf after this amazing adventure.
I have to say, our team have just played an absolute blinder here. What I would say to you as well is, if you wanted to add to this and making a bit of a bigger package, Vancouver, of course, is an Alaskan cruise gateway as well. So there's every chance that we could hook you up with an Alaskan cruise before you actually start the rest of this package from Vancouver, if you like. Just an idea to keep in the back of your mind, because what we've got in this package is just another one of those really beautiful, adventurous golden nuggets of a holiday deal, and there aren't many of them around. Check out this price tag. This is for everything, by the way, and I'll list everything that it includes in just a second. But I mean, look at that price tag. Now, how we have managed to get all of the different elements of this holiday for this price, I have no idea whatsoever. So for well under $5,000 each, we have got your flight from Sydney over to Vancouver in Canada. Now we've included 3 nights in a hotel there, plenty of time for you then to explore and just enjoy. Then you have your 9-night cruise on one of the most exciting cruise ships there is, the mighty Anthem of the Seas with Royal Caribbean. It's one that I was on when she launched in that first year, and honestly, never seen anything like it. The most incredible playground for everyone. It really is just brilliant. It's got everything that everybody wants as you cruise from Vancouver to Seattle, have an overnight there, then go across to Kauai in the Hawaiian Islands, and then finish in Honolulu. That's where the cruise ends, but it's not the end of the holiday, because we've included 5 nights in a hotel in Honolulu before your flight, of course, included as well, back from Honolulu back to Australia. And still, this price is exactly the same. It is ridiculous, and I would grab this quickly while you can. Here's everything that is included and your upgrade options if you fancy upgrading, because I do know, yeah, look at those prices for your upgrades. Bearing in mind this is a 9-night cruise, to go up to a balcony for just an extra $400, I mean, I think is really, really good. It's fantastic. Call us right now on 1300 412 358 and make that happen. You will have the greatest time on every element of that holiday. And let me tell you, when you're on board Anthem of the Seas as a ship, having bunches of sea days is just the greatest thing, because that's the time when you can really do those wonderful activities like the skydiving, like the flow ride of the surf simulator, get up on the North Star, because the North Star not only goes above the ship but goes over the ocean as well. It is incredible. You're going to have the time of your life. Again, just call us on 1300 412 358 and we'll give you all of the details. And if you love your Royal Caribbean cruises, remember they've got a range of cruise ships, classic cruise ships, fun ones like the ones we've just seen on Anthem of the Seas, and of course they own the biggest ships in the world as well, and you'll find every single Royal Caribbean sailing right here.
When you log on to cruiseaway.com.au, you're opening up the virtual brochure on over 9,000 cruise holidays. If you've seen a cruise on TV, just search the cruise ID here to find out more details, upgrade options, and to book online. If you're looking for inspiration, you can search by destination, departure port, cruise line, cruise ship, or cruise style. Plus, we've got an incredible selection of last-minute deals, all-inclusive cruises, and early bird specials you can't afford to miss. Log on now to cruiseaway.com.au. Your next dream holiday is only a click away.
Yeah, have a little browse after the show, because there's so much there. Honestly, you'll be booking the next 2 or 3 years worth of holidays. And now one of our most popular offers here at CruiseAway is called Glaciers to Geishas, and it's an epic Alaska and Japan combo with an inclusive cruise from Norwegian Cruise Line. It's 24 nights all told, starts on the 15th of October, and this time we're flying again over to Vancouver in Canada, and this time we're staying for 2 nights in a hotel in the city. It is an amazing place to be, very, very vibrant city.
Well, and you're going to be there in fall, of course, autumn.
Oh, yeah,
so you're going to be seeing the incredible change of the colour leaves in Stanley Park, for example, or getting out there. And of course, this is full of natural beauty. that you can explore all year round. Canadians love to get out there and snowboard and ski, for example. If you like to do that too, then you can look into doing trips up to the mountains, and the Grouse Mountain is just literally on the cusp of the city, so you can get up there and snowboard. You might see some snowfall then, you might not, but there's lots more to see and do as well. And then it's time for us to cruise, and we're doing a repositioning cruise next on your lovely Norwegian Sun. 17 nights. Now this is more at sea for you. You've got your premium drinks package, so that is going to include all of your wines, your beers, your spirits, your mixed drinks, your specialty coffees, your soft drinks, your bottles of water, for example, everything. Any cocktail you want. 3 specialty dining meals are included as well. $50 shore excursion credit per stateroom per port also is included. So this enables you to really not have to worry too much about the budget when you're on the cruise. There's very little you have to shell out for when you've got all of this included, which is great. Norwegian Sun actually did a full contract on board for 7 months, and this became a home from home for me. I love the Norwegian brand so much. It's freestyle cruising, or free at sea, free easy cruising as we call it. This one's free at sea as well because you've got that specialty package. But they are known for their specialty dining, and it's lovely that you've got 3 of those included. It might be the Moderno Churrascaria that you choose to go up to, which is the Brazilian steakhouse, where they have all the different meats coming up to your table and all the sides and stuff. It's so much fun. La Cucina as well is Italian. Cagney Steakhouse for premium cuts, teppanyaki. You know, you've got all of these offerings when it comes to enjoying your specialty dining. Oh, and Los Lobos is lovely too, which is a premium Mexican restaurant. It's where they hold the karaoke. I used to love a karaoke night up there, and a white sangria.
What I would say as well with the specialty dining, because you've got some included, get it booked up as quickly as you possibly can, because there are certain specialty restaurants that literally everyone will want to dive into, and you're going on board with 3 nights of specialty dining already included as part of your offer. So take that up and just enjoy it. You'll love the entertainment as well, and you'll love the fact that there's lots of different entertainment in different venues around the ship. So it's like going for a night out in town. You never quite know around which corner you're going to find what, which again is part of the freestyle cruising concept with Norwegian, which is so nice, because never having to look at your clock and think, am I late for the dinner sitting or whatever, all that kind of stuff out of the window with Norwegian. You just enjoy it free and easy as you like. Right, 17 nights of cruising, you lucky people, out of Vancouver.
Indeed, we're into Ketchikan, Alaska, one of the last stops of the season, and I can imagine you will have an epic opportunity to see the misty fjords here, especially in the autumn weather. It's going to be unbelievable. Head on down Creek Street to learn about the history of Ketchikan. Then it's Icy Strait Point, and they have the incredible bear sanctuary there, so you can see the brown bears in their natural habitat, or take a zip lining tour, to one of the longest ones in the States, actually, one of the longest zip lines in the US. Skagway's next, and Skagway is beautiful for its natural surroundings, and the hike up to Dewey Lake is unforgettable, but they also have the White Pass and Yukon Railroad, which takes you up to the cusp of Canada and has unforgettable views. Kushiro, Japan's next. I know we've hopped, skipped and jumped into Japan from Alaska. How did that happen? Well, you might want to get out there and see some lovely nature in the Danko Nature Park. You see these gorgeous cranes right here. Great bird watcher's paradise, this port. Then we're into Hakodate, where you can head to the Sumo Museum. I think that would be fascinating, actually. Sumo just really intrigues me. Or you might want to do a sake brewery tour or a traditional tea ceremony. The Enuma National Park is lovely too. Now, we are disembarking in Yokohama for a 2-night hotel stay. And this, at the change of seasons, is going to be gorgeous, because I can imagine a lot of those beautifully manicured parks, of course, because we're in the part of the world where it's now winter, or moving into winter, so you will see some lovely colourful autumn leaves, aside the incredible temples that Japan is known for. These shrines are just like nothing else you'll ever see. And there's also the hustle bustle of all the fun theme parks and things you have surrounding Japan. You have 2 nights in a hotel in Tokyo proper, in the main city centre, which is great. And wow, you want to get downtown, you want to see the lively, bright lights of the downtown area welcoming you in to this iconic cultural and technological capital. And you have the Shibiro Crossing, for example, example, Shibuya Crossing, excuse me, which is fascinating to see. I think you'd want to do some shopping whilst you're there as well. And then we're going to fly you back to Australia after this very unique itinerary. I've never seen anything like this. This is wonderful.
I know. The funny thing is, when you see the idea on paper, you think Alaska and Japan, you think, well, that's a crazy mix. But this is brilliant. I mean, this is such a popular itinerary. It's it covers 2 bucket list destinations in one as well, doesn't it? Which is brilliant. Everyone's heading to Japan right now. I cannot tell you how many itineraries there are going around Japan every single week and month of the year. It's ridiculous. That's where everyone wants to be. Alaska, of course, with its natural wonders, the carving glaciers, the bears, the whales, the everything, just the wonderful scenery. Everyone wants to be there as well. And sometimes it's a decision, isn't it, between one and the other. Well, can I just tell you how we've sandwiched the 2 together here, but it's not the price of 2 holidays, because look at this. This is what really got me. Is that you could spend that going to Alaska alone, right? You could spend that doing a very short itinerary in Japan alone, right? But you're actually getting both. It's the best of both worlds here. So for this price tag, I don't know how our team have done this. This is incredible. This is where we find the needle in the haystack. So this includes the flight from Sydney to Vancouver, 2 nights there in a hotel, that's included as well, so you can explore the city before setting off on your dual destination cruise on the Norwegian Sun, heading first for pretty much a full Alaska itinerary, whale watching, the glaciers, the joy, the changing of the seasons, and then you go trans-Pacific with a bunch of days at sea, which is brilliant to enjoy the ship, and then you go to amazing ports in Japan while you cruise. You are enjoying, remember, the more at sea perks, so you've got a premium drinks package included, your service charges included, a specialty dining package included, so 3 nights for the 2 of you to specialty dine included. You've got a Wi-Fi package, and you've got shore excursion credits as well for every port that you go into. And your 17-night cruise ends in the port city of Yokohama, where you have 2 nights in a hotel there, and then you go to Tokyo for 2 nights in a hotel there, and the flight back from Tokyo is included as well. Here's everything. Here's everything for the price tag on your screen, which still baffles me completely. If that were a regular cruise in either Alaska or Japan, in Japan that would be a short itinerary for that budget. In Alaska, that would be a 7-night cruise in Alaska, wouldn't you? I mean, here you have 17 nights of cruising in total. You've got an Alaska itinerary and a Japan itinerary together as well. And you've got the stays in Vancouver, in Yokohama, and in Tokyo as well. It's just, I don't know. I have no words. I've been talking about cruise holiday prices on TV screens for over 15 years, and that is one of the best multi-destinational deals that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Honestly, grab it quickly. It's amazing, isn't it?
I mean, especially considering you're looking at more at sea there. So all of that's included.
Yeah.
Your 3-night specialty dining, your drinks, for example,
Mind-blowing.
your shore excursions credit towards your shore excursions credit per port.
Great.
This is something you've got to book, because it's a real rare treasure, needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
This one is now. I think it's going to sell out fast.
We do this kind of thing every day, by the way, so come back and see us again. We cruise away every single day right here on this channel. So we'll see you back here for more soon.
Bye-bye.